Dear student, how are you? Today we are in our chapter electrochemistry lecture number 12 of your standard 12. Yes, we discussed in our last lecture about batteries. There are two types of batteries. We discussed primary and secondary. So we are going to primary batteries. Primary batteries. In simple word, what is primary battery? Battery which once used, then we can't recharge and we can't reuse. એક વખત જે સેલ કે બેટરી યુઝ થઈ જાય પછી આપણે ફેંકી જ દેવી પડે. We can't use again. It means not chargeable battery. Non-chargeable batteries are called primary batteries. In the primary batteries, the reaction occur only one time. Reaction occur only once, एक वक्त, and after use over a period of time, battery became dead. Yes, battery became dead. So we can't use and cannot be reused. We can't use again. So which is called primary battery. So example is this type of battery is a cell. Primary cell. Example of primary cell is our dry cell, our pencil cell. Household, we are familiar with it. It is known as a Laplace cell. Laplace cell, in the honor of scientist which has made this cell. So in honor of Laplace, which is also called dry cell, another name છે Laplace cell, which is used commonly in our transistors and clocks, which is used in transistors like radios and wall clocks. We are using in transistors like radio, our pencil in remote of TV, radio, fridge. We are using, which is not chargeable, which is used in transistors and clock. Once we used, we have to throw. We can't use again. It means we can't recharge. So first question of the primary cell. Now this is definition. Primary cell which once used, then we can't use again. It means we can't recharge. And it is an example of it is a dry cell. Otherwise Laplace cell also. So first question of the primary cell is the dry cell. Describe a dry cell. Listen, in the dry cell, cylindrical shaped container. Inside there is a paper or cotton, and zinc vessel is an anode. Cylindrical vessel, upper portion is open. In middle, rod of carbon or graphite, and cap there is of steel lying down there. This one bears carbon, bears like a cathode. Now, our rod of carbon is surrounded by powder of manganese dioxide and carbon, and then after another surrounding is of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride paste. Paste means not completely liquid, not completely solid. આપણા ઘરની ઘઉંની લોટ હોય એમાં પાણી નાખો તો એ કણ પણ નથી, સોલિડ પણ નથી ને લિક્વિડ નથી. That is called a paste. Half liquid, half solid, which is called a paste. Upper part is sealed by plastic or some materials using. So this is our dry cell. Here zinc container act as anode. Here zinc container acts as an anode, where carbon rod act as a cathode, and rod of the carbon is surrounded by powder of MnO2 plus carbon, and which also surrounded by paste of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride. Understood? The electrode reaction are complex. The electrode reactions are complex, but we can write on anode oxidation occurs. Yes, our container which is made of zinc, it is active electrode container zinc, and zinc no vessel container act as an anode. So here oxidation occurs. So zinc loses its 2 electron and became Zn+2 ion and moves inside ion. When we join anode and cathode, and when we complete our circuit, near switch, so reaction will be start and lamp will be glow due to redox reaction. So corrosion of zinc, the zinc છે એનું વેસલ અહીંયા ખવાતું જશે. Yes, that is called corrosion. So Zn+2 ion moving inside, and now produced electron moves from outer circuit by electric wire from cathode to anode to cathode. Now on the surface, actually rod of carbon is inert, but on the surface of it reduction occurs. Carbon is not taking part in the reaction, but from the paste ammonium ion and powder of MnO2 is contact with the rod of the carbon. Now store in your mind, carbon is not connected with zinc, otherwise short circuit occurs. Yes, carbon rod is upward, is not connected with the zinc. So electron moves throughout the anode to cathode. Now on reduction, MnO2 solid, manganese dioxide plus ammonium ion plus electron gives MnONOH. So, an ammonia releasing of ammonia NH3. What happens actually? Listen. In ammonia, NH3NH plus. In MnO2, oxidation number is +4. Releasing of ammonia gas, clear? But in MnO, MnO minus 2, OH minus 1. So here manganese having +3. This reaction given in your book, but actual reduction is like this: 2 mole of MnO2, 2 mole of NH4 plus. This one given in your book, but actual reaction is something like this. Here Mn plus 4 converting into Mn2O3. So plus 4 માંથી plus 3 oxidation number changes. Here 2 mole ammonia also liberates 2H plus ion. 4 oxygen માંથી 3 used, 1 oxygen remaining and 2 hydrogen. 2 mole of ammonia and 2H plus ion releases. Release 2H plus combines with oxygen, so H2O. Actual reaction is like this, but given in your book is like this. So, IMP question: occurred Zn plus 2 combines with ammonia. Yes. On anode, product is the Zn plus 2. In cathode, product is water and ammonia. So, occurred Zn plus 2 ion combines with ammonia and it gives the complex ion. Yes, this is called a complex ion. Occurs. This cell gives 1.5 volt. Now, MCQ from this question: which one experiences oxidation in dry cell? Leclanche cell, another name of this cell. Which one experiences oxidation? Zinc vessel experiences oxidation. Which one experiences reduction? So MnO2. Store in your mind. Which one experiences reduction? So MnO2 experiences reduction. This cell is not chargeable. Once we used, because reason for that, this cell gives 1.5 volt. Clear? Once we used, because reason for that is MnO2 converts into Mn2O3, but when we reverse our reaction, so it can't convert Mn2O3 into MnO2. Here Mn2O3 is converting, MnO2 is converting into Mn2O3, but Mn2O3 is never converts into MnO2. So after some time this cell will be dead. We can't recharge. Yes. And also problem in this cell, initial stage it gives 1.5 volt, but after passing the time voltage decreases. So in wall clock you can see sometimes our hand of the clock will be slower. ઘડિયાળ પાછળ રહી જાય છે. That is the reason. If we have to get 3 volt, so what we have to do? Yes, we are taking 2 dry cell in series. So it gives 3 volt. Now think about, for getting 4.5 volt, we have to take 3 cell. For getting 6 volt, we have to take 4 cell in series. Now another primary cell means non-rechargeable cell is a mercury cell. We also call button cell also. Mercury cell, otherwise the button cell. Mercury cell, otherwise the button cell. Suitable for it is suitable for, it look like a button, suitable for low current devices. It is useful, suitable for low current devices like hearing aids. Hearing aids આપણે જેને બેરોમીટર કહીએ છીએ, કાનમાં સાંભળો, એમાં બટન સેલ હોય છે. Wrist watch, yes, watches, not wall clock, but wrist watches, etc. Consist of zinc mercury amalgam. First, we draw button cell, yes, and cross section of it. Then we cut, so it appears like this. Here is a separator. Separator means upper part is anode, lower part is cathode. So both we can separate anode and cathode. Anode is made of zinc and mercury, which is called a mixture, amalgam. Amalgam, which act as an anode. Mixture of zinc and mercury, which is called a amalgam. And now as a cathode, mercury oxide and carbon. Now in the gasket, yes, one type of clip which binds upper part and lower part, including separator. In the gasket, there is a paste of potassium hydroxide and zinc chloride. I told you, which is not completely liquid or not completely solid, which is called a paste. Yes, mercury cell consists of zinc mercury amalgam as a anode and mixture of mercury oxide and carbon act as a cathode and as an electrolyte. There is a mixture of the paste which made of potassium hydroxide and zinc chloride, that is Cl2. So now on anode and cathode, what reaction occurs when we join both electrical wire. So circuit completes and on anode oxidation occurs. Yes, sir. So zinc mercury amalgam, which is anode 2OH minus ion. From where it's coming from the gasket. Gasket means inner circuit complete करे. Here paste is filled એનોડ એન્ડ કેથોડની વચ્ચે ટેસ્ટ હોય છે કેવો હોય છે એમાંથી OH આવશે. So zinc mercury is non-reactive, but zinc experiences oxidation and gives zinc oxide. Mercury remains as it is, and now zinc oxygen remaining 2 hydrogen 1 oxygen, so releasing of 2 H2O and also 2 electrons plus Hg plus water and 2 electron. This is oxidation. Now occurred electron moving from anode to cathode. Now in cathode there is the reduction. So mercury oxide, carbon is non-reactive, here mercury oxide plus water coming, yes, occurred water from anode is moving through cascade toward cathode, and 2 electron from outer circuit coming electron will be used. So mercury plus 2 gains 2 electron and convert into mercury. So now 2 oxygen 2 hydrogen, so 2 OH minus I. Now 2 cut, H2O cut. So overall reaction zinc mercury plus HgO gives zinc oxide, mercury, 2H2H cut. This is overall reaction. So redox reaction occurs. The cell potential is approximately approximately 1.35 volt. Approximately it gives 1.35 volt. Yes, approximately gives 1.35 volt. Yes. In hearing aids, the barometer in the wristwatch we are using, and remains throughout the life, remains constant during its life. Throughout 1.35, એટલે ડ્રાય સેલની જેમ નહીં, વોલ્ટેજ ડિક્રીઝ થતા જાય continuously up to life. It gives 1.35 continuous. The overall does not involve any ions in solution whose can change during its life. Reason for that occurred ion on the anode will be used on cathode, and occurred product will be used in the anode. So up to end, from starting to end, it gives continuously 1.35 volt. Yes, this is our mercury cell. Another name is this cell is also non-rechargeable. Yes, એટલે તેને primary કહેવાય. Batteries which are not rechargeable, so it is a primary cell. Here plus 2 into 0, Zn into Zn plus 2. In mercury cell, which one experiences oxidation? Don't make mistake, not mercury, only zinc. Which one experiences reduction? So mercury oxide. These are MCQ. Now we are in our secondary cell, secondary batteries. Secondary batteries. In our syllabus, there are 2 primary batteries. Now 2 secondary batteries. Secondary batteries. A secondary cell after use can be recharged. Yes, so it is a secondary, means chargeable battery. By passing current through it in the opposite direction, when we pass current, so that it can be used again, it can be used again. It means a chargeable battery. We can recharge by passing current opposite direction. A good secondary cell can undergo a large number of discharge and charging cycles. Good secondary battery can undergo many times charging and discharging. Cycle. The most important second cell is a lead storage battery. The most important secondary battery is a lead storage battery. Yes, example of our secondary battery is a lead storage battery. In the lead storage battery, we are using in our house inverter, in our two-wheel, four-wheel also we are using a secondary battery. Secondary battery, one of them most important is the lead storage battery. Lead storage battery. Yes, sir. Commonly used in automobiles and inverters. Commonly it is used in automobiles and in inverters of our house or offices we are using. So now we are going to our battery. In lead storage battery there is a vessel, insulator vessel made of plastic. Inside 38% weight by weight having solution electrolyte of sulfuric acid. 38% means 38 gram sulfuric acid and 62 gram of water is filled. Here rod of the lead is dipped, which behaves like a anode, and layer of oxide over the lead plate. lead plate ऊपर PbO2 નો layer which act as a cathode, and both electrode we are joining by wire and switch. Here you can see in this battery we get 2 volt. It consists of a lead anode. It consists of a lead anode. It consists of a lead anode and a grid of lead packed with lead dioxide and grid with packed lead dioxide layer, means having rod as a cathode and both dipped into solution of sulfuric acid having 38% weight by weight concentration. Yes, the cell reaction when the battery is used are given below. Now when we complete our outer circuit, so reaction will be start. On anode, oxidation occurs. In the solution, sulfate and H plus ion present. Sulfate ion moving toward the lead plate and converts into lead sulfate, and it gives 2 electron. Yes, it releases 2 electron. Sulfate ion coming on the surface of the lead and it combines. Lead loses 2 electron and Pb plus 2. Actually lead sulfate is insoluble in water, so it will be deposits there. You can see in our household battery, otherwise in our automobile battery, there is a bluish white powder appears. Yes, that is nothing else but it is a lead sulfate. Understood? Now on cathode, reduction occurs. So produced electron are moving through anode to cathode. Here layer of oxide PbO2 plus 4H plus ion coming from solution and SO4 minus 2 and 2 electron through wire. Here oxidation number of lead plus 4 in PbO2. So it gives the PbSO4. After gaining 2 electron, it became Pb plus 2 and combines with sulfate. Now 2 oxygen with 4 hydrogen releases 2 water. So now you can see on cathode also, like anode, deposition occurs of lead sulfate. Yes, this is a discharge process. The cell is working, means our chemical energy is converting into electrical energy. In this case, reaction occurs like this type. One anode and one cathode when we dipped in the cell, so it gives voltage 2 volt. This cell gives per one anode and per one cathode, it gives 2 volt. On charging the battery, reaction is reversed. Now charging. This one is discharge. Now recharge. During recharge, we have to apply outer battery. Anode with cathode and cathode with anode. Electric current, reverse current we are passing through outside. So what happens on anode? PbSO4 gains 2 electron Yes. And convert into Pb. And SO4 minus 2 and releases into solution. એટલે PbSO4 Pb માં convert થશે. Now here on cathode current reverse કર્યું. So આ જે product છે એ અહીંયા reactant થઈ જશે. એટલે આ જ reaction ઊંધું લખવાનું. Here PbSO4 plus 2H2O gives PbO2 plus 4H plus SO4 minus 2 and 2 electron. Reaction will be reversed. So overall reaction of this of discharging Pb plus PbO2. 2 times SO4 minus 2 and 4 hydrogen. So 2H2SO4. 2 cut. So 2 times PbSO4 and 2 mole of water occurs. So when we recharge our this battery, so once again we get the lead. PbSO4 convert into lead, PbO2 convert, PbSO4 here convert into PbO2, and cell we can reuse once again. But there is a problem. After many cycles of recharge and discharge, actually discharge capacity, recharge capacity is not 100%. It means lead and lead dioxide convert into 100% lead sulfate. But occurred lead sulfate 100% not convert into Pb and PbO2. After few months repeating cycles of charging and discharging, we have to change role of the batteries, and after few time, in time of interval, we are adding some electrolytic solution having 38% sulfuric acid. We have to add there. Now, but in our truck and buses, 12 volt or 24 volt is needed. If 6 volt is needed, then we have to take 3 anode and 3 cathode in the series. 3 anodes and 3 cathodes. 1 anode, 1 cathode gives 2 volt. 2 anode, 2 cathode gives 4. So here gives 6 volt. Now what about getting 12 volt? We have to take 6 anode and 6 cathode. So it gives 12 volt. For getting 24 volt using this battery, so we have to take 12 anode and 12 cathode. 1 anode, 1 cathode gives 2 volt. So 24 volt in our truck and buses. We have two batteries which having 12 anodes and 12 cathodes. Now another cell is a secondary cell which is very costly, nickel cadmium cell. Nickel cadmium cell. Yes, sir. In our syllabus, 2 primary batteries and 2 secondary. So one secondary is the lead storage battery, which is our. Now in the lead storage battery, which one experiences oxidation? Lead. Which one experiences reduction? PbO2 and rechargeable. Now nickel cadmium cell is also secondary cell. Yes. Now diagram of it is like this. Many layers it contains. Anode, cathode, anode, cathode. here in this cell cadmium, another important secondary cell, another important secondary cell is the nickel cadmium cell, which has longer life. Then longer life than the lead storage cell. But more expensive to manufacture. Cost-wise, it is very costly in comparison of lead storage battery. Yes, expensive. We are using this type of cell in our mobile battery. Yes, we can again and again recharge. We shall not go into detail of working of the cell and electrode reaction during changing and discharging. The overall reaction of discharging is given. Only reaction is given. Actually, our cadmium is the anode here, and nickel hydroxide is a cathode. In our book, direct reaction overall, total redox reaction is given. Cadmium solid plus NiOH thrice 2 mole solid gives cadmium oxide and 2 times NiOH twice and water. This is overall reaction of our cell. But બુકમાં નથી આપ્યું, તમને કહું છું, સ્ક્રીનશોટ લઈ લેજો. ઓક્સિડેશન cadmium plus 2OH minus ion. Cadmium combines with 1 oxygen, so cadmium oxide plus 2. 0 into plus 2 oxidation. Remaining are 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, so H2O. Now on cathode reduction, NiOH thrice 2 times plus 2 electron gives 2 NiOH twice and 2 OH minus releases. Here cadmium converting 0 into plus 2 એટલે oxidation. Here nickel having plus 3 charge is converting into plus 2. Yes, so reduction. 1 Ni plus 3 gains 1 electron, 2 Ni plus 3 gains 2 electrons, so Ni plus 2. Here 2 OH minus 2 OH minus cut. 2 electron and release 2 electron will be cut. So cadmium solid plus 2 NiOH thrice gives cadmium oxide, 2 NiOH twice and plus water. You can see our overall reaction is proven. Understood? This cell we can recharge. How much voltage is needed? On the basis we are arranging anode and cathode. This cell is costly, so we are using here nowadays in mobile, but this is old use. But nowadays we are using lithium ion batteries, which is not in our syllabus. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. Once again, in the nickel cadmium cell, which one experiences oxidation, so cadmium. In the nickel cadmium cell, which one experiences reduction? So NiOH thrice. 0 into +2 oxidation, +3 into +2 reduction. We can, this is discharge process. Discharge. Discharge means chemical energy converting into electrical energy. Recharge is inverse of it, like lead storage battery. So cadmium oxide convert into cadmium, nickel hydroxide into trihydroxide. So we can reuse, so which is chargeable. So which is the secondary battery. I hope you enjoyed your lecture. Bye. We will meet in our next lecture.